Sonny and Cher got divorced, I was 5. I was 5. And it broke my heart. It freaked me out. It's like divorce is the biggest evil of, it's just something that saddened me. I remember when Sonny and Cher got divorced when I was 6. And it rattled me. It was real. Sonny and Cher getting a divorce, devastating.
Get over yourself.
Get over yourself. Hello, sister friends, and welcome back. Welcome back to another Sister Wives episode that we get to chat about today. All right. No more just watching old tape. We are just going to sit here and discuss today. That's it. We're just going to talk. Topic by topic. We'll go through it. I have some bullet points written here. I didn't go through the whole thing because I haven't. I just had a really busy day, both yesterday and today. So I have 20 minutes of stuff ready to publish and upload, which is not enough really to do a video, especially because I have 3 more hours recorded that need to be edited. So I think I'm going to get to about maybe 45 minutes worth. That's my goal. I'll hit about 45 minutes, stop, upload it, and then see where we go from there. Too much chatty. Talk too much about this stuff. It's not all me talking for 3.5 hours. It's also some of me going back and watching part of clips so I can hear part of the clips on it too. So it's not a solid 3.5 hours of me talking. That would be horrible and embarrassing. Anyway, that being said, I'm going to do my best. Tomorrow is a very long speech therapy day, so I don't know what I'll get done. And I have a doctor's appointment online earlier in the morning. So that's going to take up some time too. Anyway, we'll see what we can do. I got to get the whole thing edited and out, whether it's 2 parts or 3 parts, before Sunday, because that's the next episode. There was a lot in it though, right? I was surprised because the thumbnail couldn't have been more lame. I think it was maybe an intern or maybe the janitor that they enlisted to create a thumbnail for it. I just thought, I don't even know who these people are. They're far away. I'm guessing this is State Farm. I don't know. I recognize Janelle. I don't know. I mean, I didn't try that hard, but I just thought, all right, if that's the thumbnail we're going with, it made me think they've got no content. And yet, plenty to talk about. So let's say hello to some people here, and then we will dive right in. All right. We have Miss Lynn Skinner, our fabulous moderator. Thank you for moderating as always, Lynn. Appreciate you. Tonight you can pick your own drinking words, she says. All right. Danny, hello. She hit the like button, 4th one to do so. Appreciate you. Good to have you back, Danny. Tracy's Fractured History and More. Good to see you. Number 5, hitting the like. Shanna Bananas here from Texas. Hello. She was number 7. Life with KSS. Is that supposed to be Life with a Kiss? Because that's what my brain wants to interpret it as. I don't know. Aloha, Jailu. Are you from Hawaii? Let me know. Number 12, hitting the like button. Alexandria, good to see you again. Stephanie, good to see you. 13. Beth Torrey, Montana. Good to see you from Chicago. Hello, Beth Montana from Chicago. Ethel, good to see you back here again. Yes, here we go. Ready to jump back in. Joni, good to see you. Got a lot of regulars in the house here. Elizabeth Murphy. I'll say hello to a few more, and then we'll just start chatting. Oh, a lot of conversation going on here at the beginning. I wonder what times you all started. Mama Squirrel's here. I just saw that. Just glanced by it. Mama Squirrel, there you are. Hi, Mama Squirrel. Good to see you. Everybody make sure you subscribe to Mama Squirrel's channel. Oh, gosh, I don't have that in front of me. I meant to again. Mama Squirrel, make sure you write the name of your channel because she does her Sister Wives stuff on her channel with like a puppet Were they bags? I'm trying to remember. They're not like puppet. They're characters that she creates that like a diorama, but on a table. That's a bad example. All right, Want a Pizza Me's here. Hello. Ethel, Johnny, Nadine. Hello. Ethel, I said hello, right? Right. I didn't mean to like go, Ethel's here. I thought I had already said hi. That's why I was skipping over you. Maddie hit the like button, 20th like. Thank you very much for hitting that like button. Beverly, good to see you. My zoo for you. Very good. Do you work in a zoo or do you just like zoos? I'm curious. Number 22, Cindy from Oz. Hello, down under. Lashonda, hello. Good to see you. Lily, hello. I'm glad you made it here. You're not the replay thing. You're here live. Yay! Nadine, hey there. Carol, hi. Nicole, Knit My Bits here from Michigan. DJ Tag, hello. Valadia from across the seas. Purple made it. Yay! All right. Nicole, I think I just said that. All right. Wendy's Front Yard is here. Evelyn Gonzalez, hello. Valerie, good to see you. And I'll do two more. Little Miss, good to see you. And Tracy McMurray. Hello. Okay. All right. So the main topics we've got going here today are, I guess I could move this a little bit closer since we don't have to listen to the computers for the show. We had the baptism. Then we had Josephine's restaurant. We had Christine and David in the car driving, which wasn't that long, but it was juicy enough because they were brought up vanity, and then the whole Cody enjoying the vanity and his wife's in the makeup, and then which led into Robyn and just her whole lies about that. We also, what else was around that time? And then, of course, we have Tata Farm. So they actually go to the land, at which point it's not named Tata Farms yet. They're still working on picking out a name. There's discussion about my sister wife's closet. Thank you very much, Mary. Appreciated that. There's discussion about, which led into a discussion about Mary's relationship with Robyn. Appreciated that as well. That was good. Some good segment for Mary. Let's see. Let's see. Jealousy again. That kind of led into the whole vanity thing. There was something else. There was jealousy, the cloak of charity regarding, comparing. And that was spurred on by the trip across with Christine. That was another topic. Christine did a good job of bringing up. She's getting good. She's getting good at bringing up these topics on these road trips that are going to lead to pulling footage and then controversial conversations, forcing Cody and Robyn to have to address things from the past that have not been addressed. It's brilliant. Maybe it's the producers. Don't know. Could be the producers saying, hey, Christine, here are some topics from the past that were controversial and never addressed. I don't know. Or Christine's just brilliant and she's doing it on her own. I don't know. Because I don't think she has any kids willing to do that. Certainly not McKelty. Truly's too young. She doesn't even watch a show. And I think Aspen is just off the radar. I don't think she watches it. I don't think she cares. I don't think she really wants anything to do with Sister Wives, but she appears in it a little bit just to support her mom. Who else do we have? Oh, I would say the Gwendolyn's completely off the radar. She's not going to be dropping any stuff to She doesn't want to be in the show at all. So she's not going to be telling her mom things to say. And it's unclear where she stands with her mom and where she stands with Cody. So that's not a consideration. And then we have Sweet Isabel. And she's not controversial. She's not going to be like, hey, talk about this. Yeah. So that's all of them. And Peyton. And I just don't think Peyton really cares about much of any of this. He doesn't seem to be, let's stir up this dirt. I don't know. I mean, he has the potential to be that person, but I feel like he would be doing it when he's being interviewed, and he's not doing it. All he's doing is just supporting his mom when he's being interviewed. He's not saying really controversial things or bringing up stuff from the past that's going to lead to, big discussions or anything like that. So it makes me think it's just Christine who's doing it herself, or the producers, or maybe a combo of that. It could be Christine saying, hey, I'll be driving for a long time, so what should we bring up? It was a good natural way to bring it up too, because really she could get David to bring it up. I mean, because I don't think these are spontaneous conversations at all. I think that this is decided ahead of time what topic she's going to bring up. Just like when she was with Janelle in the car. It doesn't feel that natural to me. I might be wrong, but I think that she has in the back of her mind, maybe not even in the back of her mind, maybe in the notes app on her phone, a whole list of what she wants to discuss. Oh, goodness. So, all right, where shall we start? Oh, yes. Let me write that down. Cody's clarification. Body clarification. That was precious. Just stepping deeper in it. We got that topic too. Yes. All right. Yeah. Any other topics that I'm missing that was in this? Because I have so much still to edit. I haven't had a chance to go back and redo. Toker Farms. Oh yeah, it was funny how they were coming up with, we can't have a name that's going to make people think we're growing marijuana. Although it would have been funny. Oh, Alexandria, I saw that you were going to go there. I didn't see. Oh, okay, let me read. My husband and I ate at Salsa Brava in Flagstaff coming back from Colorado. See, I didn't know if you were road tripping. What's the deal? Got a little interesting Cody scoop from the waitress. It's a little long for a comment here, and I'm going to email it to Jenny. All right, Alexandria, you do that, and I will share with everyone. And another thing, keep your eye out. Give you a whole scoop. That's awesome. I don't think that there's any place around Lehigh to go to. If anyone can think of a place in Lehigh, I was thinking I'm going to be in Provo, Utah. So I'm going to miss one of these Tuesdays. I know. I'm so sorry. I don't think it's not next Tuesday, but the one after. So next Tuesday I'll be here, but the one after I'm going to miss. And I'm going to be in Provo. I'll be on set. If anyone is familiar with The Chosen, my sister and I are going to go be extras on the set. So we will be there. Well, Tuesday's our travel day. So we'll be filming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then coming back on Saturday. So we'll be flying directly into Provo, and it's going to be very busy. And they said they could be 12-hour days and whatnot. So it might, I don't know how much extra time we have, but I know we're only about 35 minutes from Lehigh when we're there. So I just kept thinking, racking my brain, is there any place I can go I don't have the address of their old house, but it kind of looks like it might be sort of like a dead end road. And that might be kind of creepy just to go take a picture of it anyway. And somebody else is living there. So I don't want to do that. So I was thinking, well, any restaurants? I was thinking of Christine's engagement party, but then I looked it up and that's in Salt Lake. And if I was flying into Salt Lake, which I'm regretting now, not flying into Salt Lake, quite frankly, because the nearest airport to me is Cleveland, and flying Cleveland, there are no direct flights. So I thought, well, there's no direct flights. Let's see if we can just fly right into Provo rather than having to drive into Salt Lake, because Provo's closer to where the film set is, which is in Goshen. But I didn't realize until after we booked the flights that the 3.5, I have to fly all the way down to Texas. So from Cleveland, Ohio, down to Texas to go back up to Provo, Utah, in like those planes that are like 3 seats on one side, 2 seats on the other. To me, that's a puddle jumper. To be going over mountains and that, I don't do well on planes. I'm going to be like living on Dramamine so I don't get sick. I hope there's not turbulence. I'm a little concerned and really regretting my decision. I should have just flown into, I just thought with car rental being further away, and then if we have to return it early in the morning and we're an hour away from the airport, this way we'll only be like 20 minutes away from an airport. If that, Anyway, so I'm regretting the decision. If we would have flown into Salt Lake, I would have been able to go to where that taco place. I thought it was in Lehigh. It wasn't. But if there's any place in Lehigh, I just don't think there is. I don't think this is going to be a trip that I'm going to be able to do any scouting whatsoever. Isn't that weird? I thought if I ever happen to get out that way, I'm going to extend it and do all this stuff. But it was a whirlwind of booking it. We got in at the last second. It was just like, let's hurry up. And now let's get airline tickets because everyone's going to be flying in and we're going to need to hurry up. And I didn't even think about Sister Wives when I did it. And then here we are. So let me know. Let me know if anyone can think of anything anywhere around Lehigh-ish area. I'll go take a photo, go eat anywhere. All right. Jenny has to read it out loud. Oh, do you want me to read it out loud? All right. Well, let me see if Alexandria wants me to read it out loud. I'll read it out loud if you want me to, Alexandria. All right. Let me stay on top of the chat here. Let's see. The washboard apps. Yeah, we're going to cover that. We might just start at the top. The baptism lunch, Canadian here. Hi, Canadian here. The baptism lunch reminded me of the Truman Show. Staged, artificial, childlike. How Robyn thinks the perfect AUV family should be. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right. Please get these children some acting classes if I'm going to have to sit through this. My cat dog and I could have produced more compelling scene. It really is. It's getting to the point of almost full-on comedy watching when they do family scenes. They make a point of seeing to it that the young'uns don't talk. Now, they're certainly not mic'd because next to her, Ari talked at one point, but she was silenced right away and she didn't talk again. Solomon, not a word, nor a morsel on his plate. Poor kid. Oh. All right. Let me keep scrolling just to see. I'm going to try to keep my eye on this. You let me know, Alexandria, if you want me to read that now or if you want me to. I'll also open my email so that I have. Oh, I can't. I don't have that browser here. I don't know that browser. It's a different browser. And I can't read it. Sorry, y'all. I can't read it. It's going to have to go in another thing. Or I'll read it next Tuesday. if I can't get it, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out and another thing, if I have another 3 hours worth of stuff to get through and edit for this episode. All right. Okay, here we go. Who do you think is going to be the first one on OnlyFans out of the Brown family? That's a good question. Dun, dun, dun. We were talking about that on Sunday night, weren't we? I don't know what we came up with. Okay. Do we start with the baptism? Do we just get it out of the way? It was probably the most disturbing baptism I ever watched, given the multiple reasons. Let me just start it off by saying I am very happy for Aurora. I think Aurora's intentions were pure. I think that she enjoys this church she goes to. I think she has friends that go there. I think she's finding a community outside her house of just kids, finally. And I'm happy for her. I'm glad about that. I'm disgusted that Cody decided to take it and taint the whole thing. I don't know why he was involved in baptizing her, because he doesn't believe in that faith. And he made that very clear in the episode. Very clear. So what he was doing there and why he was involved, I don't know. But not only is the person who baptizes you supposed to believe in what they're doing in terms of baptizing you. I mean, it's just farcical to think that he was involved in the whole thing. But he admitted that before her getting immersed in the water, that he went ahead and whispered the prayer that they use at the AUB church. And to cover all bases, I'm going to do an AUB baptism again. I know you had one, but just for good measure, just because I don't know what's going on here, and this is not my faith. So I don't know if it's to nix it out or to counteract what's happening here. It was so disturbing to me, so incredibly disturbing that when I was recording it, all I could think of is the snake in the grass, the sneaky snake hiding in the grass, just weaseling his way in. And we don't know, because that whole scene was even worse than this one, was the scene of her asking him to participate in it. The acting in that was beyond horrible. For all we know, Cody told her, you can't do this unless I'm involved in it. Once he found out, well, who does it? Anybody can do it. Anybody could be involved. Well, can I be involved? Well, that would be sure nice. Well, that would make me feel comfortable if you got baptized there, if I could be involved in it. Very possible that that's how it all went down. That, I'll support you attending that church, because he's got his grip on those girls still. They have no freedom there. We saw at the very end of the episode, he said, when they start dating, these girls in their 20s, I will be involved in it. I don't know what that looks like or what that means, but it's very disturbing to think that these 20-year-olds are going to have their stepdaddy involved in their dating process. He doesn't get to say anything at this point. He doesn't. It's their lives. I don't trust his judgment as far as I can throw it. I mean, what do you do? If he supports it, you'd want to go, this can't be right. I made a wrong choice. Sorry, buddy, you got to go. Cody likes you. And if he doesn't support it, is he going to make the rest of my life miserable? You don't want him involved. You want to say, by the way, here's the guy. That's it. after it's all said and done, guess what, Dad? I got engaged. Let me introduce you to him. I don't know. It would be nice to ask for her hand in marriage, but even then, Cody would turn it into such a big production and make the guy probably for 2 hours answer a gazillion questions and recite scripture and explain why he doesn't know what Romans 8:28 is. Why he doesn't understand this and where his background is and how come he doesn't do this and why his education's here and not there. And I mean, just everything. Like, it would just be a nightmare to go ask. But I mean, it's a nice gesture these days. It's not required at all. At all. But I mean, I thought it was sweet that he didn't ask, like my son-in-laws, neither of them asked permission at all. But they sat down with both, not just my husband, but both of them sat down with my husband and I together and just let us know their intentions and what they were planning on doing, and just expressed how much they loved our daughters. And it was just really sweet and nice. So, the kind of a twist on, sort of a way of saying, I really would love to be a part of your family, and this is why I love your daughter so much and why my intent is to propose to her. So that was nice. I think that's a nice tradition. We don't need to get rid of all our traditions in this world. We're getting too much to let's get rid of everything and everything just needs to be loosey-goosey and all that. There's a lot of value in traditions that we have. I understand if it doesn't fit, but you can also tweak things. Not all traditions need to fit your way, but when something is nice and, I don't know, nice. If it's just nice, it's okay. It was okay. All right. So at any rate, that's going to be a hot mess, whatever guys end up coming. And I remember talking about this in the video too. You notice when Cody describes said men who are eventually going to, because they're going to be men, they're going to be grown men, they're going to have full-on beards. They may be gray by the time they have somebody propose to them. Cody permits it, and they're allowed to leave the house. He can't wait that long because he needs more manual labor to help him out or cut more trees. It's going to come a point that those knees are going to completely give out and those bow legs aren't going to be able to cut as many trees. He's going to need some manual labor. So what was I saying? I don't know. I got distracted by his knees. Where's our Cody? Here we go. There's our Cody and his knees. Here we go. His bow legs. Bow-legged. I mean, it's not just his knees that are out there. He's bow-legged. Combination of horse riding and probably bad knees together, making him bow-legged. And what Cody thinks he looks like. He-Man. And what Robyn thinks she is. She-Ra, according to her book. With the eyebrows. Gosh, we got to add eyelashes to her now, too. Find some plastic spiders to put on there. Somebody said, you are aware that they're twins, right? They're brother and sister. I'm like, oh, yeah. It adds to the creep factor of the whole thing. She thinks she's She-Ra. He thinks he's He-Man. All right. They don't really show Saul. Yeah, maybe he is really shy. It is possible that he says he doesn't want to be on camera. I don't know. Although when the girls were going to church, he walked out. The cameras were all in the back. He could have stayed in the house, but he walked out onto that back patio and stood there and looked like, hey, what's going on? I want to go. He's kind of like, hey, I broke free. I got out of my cage. Surprise. Where's everyone going? Yeah. So I don't think he's that, because he would have just stayed in the house until the cameras were done shooting. So I don't know that he's like opposed to shooting. I think they just kind of keep him away, which is fine too. He's still underage. All right. Didn't the family film by Lehigh all 5 years they lived there? Well, they only lived in Lehigh season 1, season 2. Wasn't it season 3 that they moved to Vegas? I thought season 3 they moved to Vegas. So I don't think there was a whole lot of time, but I just can't. We just got finished watching season 1. We just started season 2. I don't remember them going. They didn't go to anywhere out to eat, at least in season 1. I guess I could try to preview. Thumbnails wouldn't show if they went out to eat somewhere. I was thinking about that time that they went to that one restaurant that was all you can eat, but I'm pretty sure that was at the Rentals in Vegas. I think it was early on. It was early on, but I think it was right when they got to the Rentals in Vegas. I don't think it was in Lehigh. So, but I don't know. Life with a Kiss. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Life with KSS. Absolutely. Was she not beautiful in that picture when she came up smiling after her baptism? That is the most beautiful picture I ever saw of Aurora. So pretty in that shot right there. That was the best smile, just beaming. She was beaming. It was big. It was beautiful. She looked happy and comfortable. A lot of times she looks very anxious and nervous, and her smile seems forced in that too. And that picture, she should frame that picture. It's a great picture of her. I think he actually did whisper that. I think he was telling the truth. I think he was whispering to her that prayer of whatever they do in the AUB faith when they baptize, because he wanted to baptize her AUB. And he didn't understand or like the fact that she was getting baptized in this other church. And so he was either trying to do a double dip by saying, okay, she's also getting baptized this way, or counteract what was being done by the pastor there. That's why it felt like a snake in the grass. Like I'm just this deceptive evil. I'm going to go in your ear and go against what's being said here. The whole thing just makes me uncomfortable. It just made me, and just him whispering in her ear like that. It's just, that also, that creepiness of him doing that just made me, and the whole thing, and I talk about this in the video, so I'm not going to go on and on about it, but they did not really allow her or ask her questions about the experience much. It was all about them. Cody was, Robyn was focused on the fact that people were clapping and cheering for her. She was all excited how popular she was. This is not a popularity contest. They were happy about the symbol, and they were happy for her that she made this choice. They're not happy because they think that she's like, oh, yay, our friend. I know her, like that. It's, yeah. And then Cody, the same thing. Oh, I don't know what she got all these claps for. She didn't do any work. The claps aren't for people who did the work. Who did do the work? You? Are you trying to take the credit for this? I mean, everything about that whole scene kept turning my stomach. There's nothing about it that I enjoyed, I have to say. He's making fun of what they baptized her in. And Robyn too, like she made it sound like what we baptize in is more reverent. It basically better. We have something special. Whereas music is playing. He's like, this trough there. And I'm like, maybe it was. Who cares what it is? Some aluminum Timbs. Like, a lot of people just get like blow up kiddie pools or whatever. You can go into a lake. You can go. It's water. It's not special water. It didn't come down from heaven above. Well, actually, all water did originally come down from heaven above. So I take that back. But it wasn't like this ordained, God gave this specific water that's being used for baptisms, and it has to go into this specific container. Like everything, they painted it to match the carpet. Oh my God, Cody. I was so over him by the end of that scene. So over him. So incredibly over him. Oh, Rage's Ma, thank you so much for the super chat. I heard on Talk podcast that the baptism dinner was actually a lunch and that it happened months after the actual baptism. Oh, that's interesting because that scene of them, that was captured by somebody and put on social media. I remember. I wonder, I'm sure we'd be able to like hunt it down. You can hunt it down and find it because people were saying, oh, they're filming again. And they had taken a picture on the street of them all standing outside a restaurant. I didn't know it was Josephine's, but they were all standing there. And I just remember thinking, like, I know those bows in the hair were a trend. I think it's over now. It was a short trend that, like even people in their 20s and 30s, when they had long hair, were wearing these bows, like bows in general. There were bows on shirts and sweaters and these big bows in their hair. Like it was a short-lived little blip of fashion that lasted like about a year ago or something. I don't think it is around anymore. But because of that and the nature of the dress she was wearing and the shoes that she had, which look like the little pump sandals that you wear when you're 8 years old. She looked like she was being dressed for Easter Sunday when you're 8 years old. And so that's what stood out to me when I saw the picture the first time. Now, so it should not be hard to find that picture and when the people posted it and when it was taken. And it would not also surprise me that it was taken a long time afterwards because, well, first of all, her hair was slightly curled there too, and she just got baptized, so I don't know where the curls go. Does she have natural curly hair? I don't think so. But at any rate, Cody was so weird. So moving on from the baptism to the quote-unquote baptismal dinner, which ended up being a lunch. It did look like it was midday, didn't it? Which I guess would make sense if it were after church, also on a Sunday. But somebody was saying that it was later, it was after Garrison that took place, which kind of matches up with his bizarre behavior, because this seems to be a pattern of his now. Ever since Garrison's passing, Cody has been pushing his agenda of, I'm okay, and I love my wife so much, and our family is great, and we're all good, and this is wonderful. I really think that whole Jenga scene was also filmed later and inserted at the beginning. We're good, and this is something we do like all the time, like perpetually. We're playing games and guitars. That's what we do here. Yep, that's what we do. That scene, I think the campfire scene, when they were painting the tables and sitting at the campfire, and he was like all weird there too. Like, who are you going to marry? And then we keep talking about the same thing. Who are you going to marry? Who are you going to marry? What do you think you're going to do when you get married? Oh, they don't know what to say to their kids, I guess. They don't know how to talk to them. We keep bringing up the same subjects. And nobody knows what to say about it. Except, well, we just keep looking to you because you guys have the perfect marriage. Like, this setup conversation is the worst. It's killing me. It's killing me. It's killing me. But he is acting very odd, very odd. It's kind of weird, jumpy. I think the way I kind of put it when I was recording was just thou doth protest too much. His love for Robyn, especially with Meri making a point of saying in this episode, I don't even know if Robyn would want me to hang out with her kids right now because Robyn and Cody are having issues with each other in their marriage. Now, I don't know how she knew that information, where she got that from, but according to Cody and Robyn, they can't keep their hands off each other. Although in this same episode, Cody says two things. They can't keep their hands off each other. They're always like this in intimacy. And the kids think it's amazing and just watch. So bizarre. No, they don't. The stuff he makes up is the worst lies. The worst lies. Like, come on. Try to put it close to reality, Cody. Come on. Oh, goodness. But then later on, he talks about how they're not connecting, and he thinks that there's this disconnect and this void between them because she's holding against him the fact that the other wives left him and that she doesn't see him the same anymore. So which is it? Yeah, you can't keep up with these people. You just can't. Make it all about him, just like the weddings. Yeah, the baptism's all about him too. It's disgusting. There's a very good possibility there. Brianna has a little bit of attitude, doesn't she? I can't figure her out. I really can't. Aurora, you can pretty much read her like a book. I think she's a people pleaser. I think she wants to make her mom happy. I think she wants to make Cody happy. She probably wants to still make her dad happy. I don't know if she's allowed to. But deep down inside, she probably does, especially if Dayton's there and he's living with them. And if she knows that they have a relationship, then she probably feels guilty and she feels like she's probably torn about it. I think that she gets worked up and has high anxiety about everything and is in the worst environment for having that kind of a personality, because Cody and Robyn are just going to get her all worked up. She does have anxiety. We saw the panic attack. She needs to just get into a calm, relaxing, nurturing, positive, not contradictory environment. I was going to say loving. Dad probably could say loving too. I think Robyn does love her children. I think she just goes about it all the wrong way. I think deep down inside, she really loves them. She just doesn't know how to show it. So she's ruining them by smothering them. Ugh. Okay. So the baptism was in April, according to Danny, and the lunch/dinner was in June. There you go. There you go. So it was later. Ugh. Cody invalidated Aurora's baptism by whispering a Mormon baptismal prayer in her ear when he dunked her. He violated her beliefs. Cody did it just in case baptism. Yeah. And admitted it right on TV. It's very, motherhood is ministry. It is very bizarre, very bizarre from a religious standpoint that any leader at a church would allow somebody who doesn't have the same belief to be involved in the baptism. And to go to the extent that he would be allowed to even speak. I mean, even to be there is one thing, but then to speak to her, it's odd. It's very odd. I wonder if maybe they didn't know he was going to, and he just did. It'd be interesting to find out someday. And it was weird. They said Aurora said nothing in the baptism. I've witnessed you affirm what you believe about. She said nothing? That is odd. Even to answer, yes, I do. Like if nothing else, no, because usually there's a testimony first. Even if it's not involved in the actual baptism beforehand, you give a testimony of your faith. So it may be disconnected, but like at the same service where each person who's going to get baptized explains why they're there, why they're choosing to be baptized. So that's sort of their time. And then this is how it is in the churches I've all been to, and they've all been just Bible-based Christian churches. I've been to 3 different ones over the course of many years. When the pastor goes to baptize you, he'll like read scripture, but then he'll say, "Do you believe?" And then he goes through the things and they say yes. And then he say, "I baptize you in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit." And then they do the baptism. So do you believe Jesus is the Son of God? And goes through, whatever scripture there is. And so usually at that point, you just say, "Yes, I believe," or "Yes, I do," or whatever it is you want to say. And then he says, "Okay, I baptize you." So, I had goosebumps after saying that. So sometimes in that moment, they don't say something, whereas different when my daughter got baptized. She was at a youth retreat and it was out in the lake, and she was in the lake with the pastor, and standing in the lake before he baptized her, she told everybody why she was there and why she chose to do it. And then he baptized her. So it was like that was all done together. I think they had like 2 or 3 kids that got baptized when she was in college. I saw a video of it. All right. He took her baptism, made it about himself. Made me so mad. Made me so mad too. Oh, Shanna Banana. Thank you for that super chat. I can't believe I was in the chat with no video. How'd you get in the chat with no video? I did see you say, "Jenny, how come I can't see you?" But then I thought, well, maybe that was from earlier before I actually logged on, because I know you guys start chatting before I actually start the live. So it wasn't. You were actually in there with no video. Did you not turn your video on, Shanna Banana? Oh, goodness, that's funny. I'm glad you were participating in the chat. And I'm glad you're here now. Thank you for that super chat. And Raiders Ma, thank you for the other super chat. I wonder, why wasn't Ari dressed like her sisters? Oh, that's a good question, Raiders Ma. What was she dressed like? I'm trying to remember now. Sitting next to her mama there. What did she have on? Did she not wear a dress? Wasn't Saul kind of dressed up? Was he in like a polo shirt and dress pants, maybe? You guys are going to have to remind me. I don't remember. That was at the end of the episode, so I clearly haven't gotten to editing that part yet. Let me know what it is they wore, because I don't remember. But that is a good question. And I don't have the answer to it because I can't remember what she wore. She was okay. She was in a dress, but she wasn't wearing those bows. Okay. Ari wore what she wanted to wear. That's what she was wearing. That's right. Oh. That's funny. Yeah, they can't anymore. They don't own the property. Can't baptize Cody in the Prairie Poop Pond, unfortunately. Be nice, Jenny. Was I not being nice? All right. I find it weird the whole baptism was so very little about God and all this miscellaneous nonsense. Yeah, it was. For being a show that's called Sister Wives, it's supposed to be about their religion. I mean, that's what Sister Wives are. It's based on their religion. The show is very little explaining their religion. I'd be fascinated in knowing more about their religion. And now I'd be fascinated in knowing Aurora's thought process on why she's choosing not to do the AUB faith and why did she choose that church? How many did she go to? What did she like about some and not the other ones? What is it about her faith that she is walking away from and that she doesn't want any part of? Which one of her parents is more opposed to her going there? Because Cody's like, I don't want to live polygamy anymore. And Robyn's like, I do want to live polygamy. But Robyn's the one that's like, yeah, they should go to another church. And Cody's like, I don't know. I want them to at least be LDS, if not AUB. Like, it just, they make no sense. So let's ask some real questions of the girls. Do we ask them any questions, really? Like, I don't want to hear what you think about your mom and dad, although they didn't really ask them that. Really, Cody and Robyn brought that up. Passing for normal. Oh, yeah. In the next episode, Cody says his religion is not a cult, but marriage is. Oh, that's priceless. That's priceless. Yeah. I am so done with this whole baptism storyline because it just boils my blood. I'm over it. So over it. And then Cody has to take it and turn it at the end into about how into Robyn he is. And that one line when he did it too was so it's like he had to fit into the conversation at the table the fact that he's obsessed with their mother, and he hadn't been able to do it yet. So that's when he did it. I'm going to put a clip of it into the video when I do my editing, because I just remember thinking, whoa, squirrel, what the heck? She was saying how special the moment was, and Aurora, and it went something like this. I don't remember exactly, but it was something like Aurora saying, it was a real special moment. I expect it to be, special like when I get married too. And he's like, yeah, that was a special moment. Like, there are going to be things that you just really love, like I love your mom, or like things you're addicted to, like I'm addicted to her. It was just this bizarre transition that we're like, what? And she just kind of did an uncomfortable laugh, and then he just sort of went with that. And then Brianna chimes in at that point doing her whole, and I'm like, what is going on? Who's she making fun of? Like, her face just kept telling me she's poking fun at somebody, and Robyn full out laughs at her. So I'm like, okay, we are making fun of somebody, but who are we making fun of here? I don't really understand. So I'll have that clip in there too when I do the editing, because I remember thinking, I don't really get what's going on, because all we're doing is she was talking about, well, of course we're going to marry the love of our lives. You taught us that by example. And then in the talking head, that's when Cody goes off saying, well, that's when they like look at us. That's the example. They just see us like this. Ugh, 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 ugh. But that of course you taught us you have to marry the Your soulmate. That's what she said. But she said it like she was mocking. So I'm like thinking, well, is she mocking Cody? Because Cody's the one that's always talking about his soulmate. Or is she mocking Christine? Because Christine was upset that he would call Robyn his soulmate. I don't know. The whole conversation was weird and odd. Cody was, I don't know, on something. Aurora was sweet. She was the best part about it. I didn't say that in the video, but I probably should have. She was the most normal thing in the whole dinner. At the whole dinner, she was the most normal thing. We had Solomon eating nothing. He had a blank plate. We had Ari was just silenced. So, and the camera was rarely on her, so I can't speak to it really. She was basically putting time out for the time. Robyn, the whole time, you can tell she was uncomfortable throughout the whole thing. And she's like, what are you talking about? And her fake cackling laugh when she's uncomfortable. Like she was just awkward and uncomfortable through the whole thing. And then bringing up the fact that she said that he was her soulmate, which all these years she hasn't addressed. Inappropriate. She said it before they were even married. It was wrong. Never addressed it. Just left it dangling out there. We don't talk about anything controversial on this show. Producers have been horrible for 15 years. Anyway, now she brings it up. Basically, because she figures, well, who cares? The marriages are all over. Well, yeah, they didn't see that footage, Robyn, till after you were married into the family. So you were married into the family, and they look back and see how you called him your soulmate before you even stepped foot in it. That was the beginning of the end. They knew this is going to be a problem from here on out, and it was. So you put the nail in the coffin before you even walk down the aisle with the man, before your secret covenants and everything. Yep. And then Cody was just like, talking here, talking there, talking about this, not making sense. He said at one point, well, your wedding day. Well, this is going to be the most special day of your life. Robyn rolls her eyes. Aurora rolls her eyes. Or they're thinking, I don't know. They look up, I guess. And then he goes, well, your wedding day, maybe. And Aurora says, well, yeah, my wedding day, of course. And he goes, oh, you think so? What? You just said it, Cody. You said, well, your wedding day probably. And she agrees with you. And you're acting, what? What are you talking about? She says, well, shouldn't your wedding day be special? Oh my gosh, this whole conversation. I just couldn't even. It's bizarre. It was bizarre. All right. Enough about that one. We are done with baptism officially. Oh, I don't have the banners going. So sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody. There's my alarm to tell me switch the banners. All right, I'll switch it for half an hour. Hold on, I'll create another timer. Isn't that funny that I remembered it literally like 30 seconds before? Oh, goodness. If I only had a brain, I would while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. All right. While we're at it, let me pull up, since part of, I know I spent so much time on that. We are already an hour into this, and I talked about one topic. What's up with me? Drove me nuts. Okay. Our exclusive, well, sorry, our big supporters are Karen Perk, Leslie Reddick, Jay Shanty, 3, Kitty, 52, Linda W., Carla Colson, Aaliyah, Crafty Florida Lady, Shanika Smith, Alwyn the Mini Chef, Lynn Skinner, and Knit My Bit. And then our exclusive SOS supporters are Stacy G., New River Trail Contemplations, Vanessa CHSYL, Shotzi Peace, Anonymous, Evie, Joni C615, Birdie K, Diane Almeida, Marsha Cooper, Living an Eclectic Life, Farron Allman, Kendra MP, That's My Shoe, Amy D, I'm Your Huckleberry, Libby Sure, Laura McWilliams, Lindsay B, Lisa, Xochitl Amarillo, Holly Jones, Brenda, Joni C, Susan Price, Sherry, Lisa Gasca, Tracy's Fractured History and More, Alexandria Swan, Shanna Banana, Rain Lady, Cheryl Smith, Sarah Lewis, Sean J, Marie Crab, Waldo's mom, Lisa F, Danny Towns, Michelle, Ms. Lita, Ladybird's mom, Donna Redmond, Jessica Denham, Kaylin, Alyssa 1704, and Dee Dee. Thank you all for being big supporters and exclusive SOS supporters, and a huge shout out and thank you also to the Keep the Lights On level people. All of you have access to the special emojis, and you also have the icons with how many months you have been members based on the system that YouTube has set up, which I think shows up 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and then goes 6 months and 12 months. And then I think it goes by years after that, if I recall correctly. Okay. So, where are we? My sister wife's closet. Let's jump in on Meri a little bit here. All right, just in general, can I just say I really, really enjoyed watching Meri throw Robyn under the bus. It was good. It was good. So good. So good. Loved it. Oh, goodness. Oh, Little Miss, thank you for your super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's great. Meri, well, I talk about the fact that whole scene, which they did such a good job of making it look spontaneous. I just want to say, now that was some good acting right there with Jen and Meri. With her coming in and Meri kind of looking like kind of haphazard, and she's saying, oh, she's like, I guess you got my email and that's why you're here. And she's like, what email? No, I didn't get it. What email? And she's like, oh, another one? What, you got a second one? Like that was good. It was good. I mean, it was all fake, but it was good. They pulled it off. I think for a lot of people thought that was spontaneous and real. So, Robyn stealing money from people. I love that it's on camera. Can you believe that My Sister Wife's Closet website is still set up that things can go into your cart and you can purchase it and pay money? But according to Robyn, they're not in business right now. It's on pause. It's on pause, but you can still purchase items. How are people supposed to know it's on pause if you can still put things in a cart and buy things? The cart should be disabled. The accepting of credit cards should be disabled. And she's talking about it, and it's still not disabled. She's saying, well, over time, every now and then, Meri will get a notification or I'll get a notification that somebody did. It keeps happening. And she's still not disabling it. What kind of businesswoman is this lady? Who does she think is she is not handling anything. Oh my gosh. And we knew it all along. Right from the beginning. She wanted everybody to help out with everything because she had no clue what she was doing. She was so clueless. Cody didn't want to, nobody wanted to help. Meri's the only one that was willing to help until it got to the point that she wanted to go to college. And then Robyn putting herself first and not having her sister wives back, pouted and moaned and cried and made it all about herself. How am I ever going to do that? Nobody's supporting me. This was supposed to be about all of us. Like, no, it was always your idea. It was never supposed to be about all of you. I'm sure people said, like, if you need help at some point, we'll help you. Meaning, if on a given month you happen to have a whole bunch of extra orders and you need them out by a certain time, give us a call on that Saturday. We'll come over with our older kids and we'll all just, get a bunch of pizza and we'll help, because that's what we do as a family here. Not, I will do all of the financing. I will do all of the marketing. Everybody will do everything except Robyn will put her name on it as owner, president, her business, and she will do the designing of the business, of the jewelry, I should say. That's where the big, that's where it went bust right there. It may have taken off a little bit at the beginning had she designed pieces people wanted. She really, truly, just like Cody, was so full of herself. She was convinced, because the Sister Wives book so well, that she thought, certainly because the Sister Wives book sold so well, it was a #1 bestseller, got us on Oprah. Just how many shows are going to have us talking about our jewelry line now? But I'll be the main one talking because it was my idea. It's my business. Dumb business. Stupid idea. So stupid. To begin with, jewelry. Not everyone even wears jewelry. I have the same earrings you see guys all the time. I never even take them off. I don't take them off when I sleep. I don't take them off when I shower. I take them off when I'm going to go someplace nice. And I do the jewelry cleaner. And then I do the jewelry wipes on them. And I put them back in. About twice a month. That's it. That's it. Because this actually is really good quality silver. So it's okay. Oh, okay. All right. Whoa, there's so much in the chat here. I got to catch up with everybody. Okay. Yeah, nobody cares. Yeah, they did. She has no taste. You're right. None. DJ Tag seen better stuff at a flea market? Of course. There's better stuff at Claire's in the mall. The designs were not quality. They looked like stuff elementary school kids would want to wear, which I think is kind of where her maturity level plateaued. Oh, God. Wouldn't it be great if she was charged with fraud? Accepting charges for zero merchandise. Now, I'm guessing I don't know. I mean, you think that she would have said it, but I'm guessing eventually people would get their stuff. Like, wouldn't it be a shocker if indeed she said, I mean, that would be the best. I mean, that's the line I'm going with, but I'm assuming I'm wrong. But based on what she said, she's just taking everyone's money. She clearly is dragging her feet and not getting in touch with anybody. So they're obviously writing emails to the website and whatever emails on there and posting things there, trying to get in touch with her. She's not responding. Therefore, people go to Meri because Meri is her bestie, right? And Mary's also in town there. Why go to Jill? You're not going to go to Christine. Certainly, she's not going to contact her. Janelle, maybe when she was still in Flagstaff, is somebody you could have contacted, but Janelle and her never got along, so it's not really a good. So Meri would be the go-to person. And apparently, Meri in the past has had to do the same thing and send a screenshot and send it over to Rob and say, hey, here's another person who is looking to get jewelry. Please send. You know she's got it. I mean, why is it on pause? What is she doing? Well, get rid of the damn stuff. You think she'd be thrilled that orders coming in? Who's going to want this stuff? Especially now that all the sister wives are going. Now more than ever, nobody wants the stuff because the sister wives aren't sister wives anymore. Like now we want to support Janelle and her venture, get her t-shirts, get her apron, get her whatever she's selling. And people want to go to Christine's B&B. I mean, it's kind of really off the beaten path. I mean, if you live out that way, it's one thing, but it's like a 3-hour drive at least, if not 4, from the airport at Salt Lake City. because I was going to go. I really was. But I'm like, this is too big a deal. It's like a whole other day by the time you you land and you get your luggage and then you go to car rental and you go through that whole process. You actually get the car and get in there. That's like a good 5 hours. That's your day. And then you get there and you do the whole figure out where it is and the check-in process. You're going to have to stop and eat somewhere on the way. Yeah, you've lost an entire day on top of the travel to get there. And from where I live, there's no direct flight. So I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe I can tack it on if I do this next year again. I don't know. I have to see if my sister's game. I don't know if she'd be game. I don't know if she can get the time off of work. We'll see. That's a possibility, though. I gotta think about that. Okay. If it's available. Okay. All this is last minute. You don't know dates until literally when it's time to book everything. So okay, what were we talking about here? So sister wife's closet, her stealing money. I don't understand her lack of intelligence in that when there was a problem with the website and that people could still order and she didn't want them to order, she couldn't figure out or couldn't find somebody to help her figure out how to shut down the cart and shut down the ability to accept payments. The very first time it happened, she should have done that. And she didn't. And it kept happening. It's kind of funny. It's not kind of funny. It's very funny. It's very funny and it's very sad at the same time. It's like it goes on. I mean, I've always said she's very, very street smart. She's very cunning and conniving and deceitful and manipulative. She's got that kind of intelligence. But boy, real intelligence, not really there. Not there at all. So, yeah, but wouldn't it be a hoot if all these people were not getting their money back? Because she never said, well, I eventually got it to them, obviously. No, that was never said. Unless TLC cut it out, which maybe in their infinite brilliance, now that they're getting better at editing, maybe they just left it out. Left it dangling for everybody. That'd be funny. That'd be funny. Robyn is worse because she plans and manipulates. Yeah, she is. Hi, Kathy, by the way. The prices were ridiculous. Yes. Outrageous. Rather have one of those tacky journals. Lynn, you wear 8 earrings and never take them out. Look at you, wild woman. 8. Rawr. Lynn has stories to tell from back in the day, I'm sure. Oh, yes. Everything was overpriced. Nothing was great. She thought she could sit back, make everyone else do all the work. Yeah. She still thinks, she thinks some sort of elves are coming, I guess. Are going to box things up and send it out to people, I suppose. I don't know. I mean, there's no COVID. COVID would have been the perfect time to be doing this. She didn't even during COVID handle anything. Why is it down? That would have been the perfect time to really push the business. Get out there and get that website out. Do some sort of advertising. Get some Facebook stuff out. I don't know. Where did all the money go? She must have a boatload of that jewelry. I mean, at this point, probably the smartest thing to do is probably just melt down all that silver, make more rings for her daughters, more horsey rings. They can get one on every finger and every toe. Just create their own jewelry. I mean, again, it's just going to cost money, but I mean, how many are they really going to sell? And they're not following through with it anyway. So that's what they should do. I shouldn't say it so loud. Just let it continue to be what it is because it makes for good content. But hot mess. No other way to say it. Hot mess. Just unbelievable. So great that Meri threw that out there, though. So talk about throwing her under the bus. And for her to say that Meri is publicly, what was it? Mocking her and something else. There were two things she said about her that she was doing to her. And I'm thinking, well, if that were true, we'd all hear about it if it was done publicly. It would be all over social media. Everybody would be talking about it. Everybody would be sharing the clips. I'm not seeing anything. So the only thing I'm thinking of is maybe she's talking about the conversation that Meri has with Jen on last season, or was it the beginning of this season? Was it the beginning of this season or last season? It's all a blur now. No, it might have been this season. Might have been the beginning of this season. Those couple times that Jen was meeting with her friends. But they were never mocking her. Mostly it was mocking Cody and laughing. So they were laughing at Cody. I mean, it was about how Cody treated her. And so she was involved in it, but she wasn't the point of the making fun of. It's like how Cody was so upset about how Robyn was feeling at the picnic table breakup. God, I was so worried about her after she went away crying after he broke up with Meri after 30 years of marriage. I was so worried about Cody. And they were laughing and laughing and laughing. It was all about Cody. Like, again, she made herself a victim, if that's what the situation is. I don't know. Because there's nothing else. There's nothing else out there public. We'd all know. That has to be it. Robyn should bring a friend on the show. That'd be hysterical. Robyn doesn't have a friend to bring on the show. We all know that. So it would be great if Robyn brought a friend on the show, because then everybody would follow the back history of that friend. And yeah. Well, that's true. Now is the time. I hate to give her any advice, but like the price of silver going up. I don't know the quality of that particular silver. I mean, that does make a difference too. But according to her, it's great quality. It's great quality silver. That's why their prices were so high, because it wasn't the cheap stuff. It was really good. I mean, by it's not the cheap stuff, does she just mean it's not silver plated? Or does she mean it's like 925 Tiffany grade silver? I don't know. They're so behind. It'd be interesting to know if it's still available to put. Yeah. I mean, I think after that aired, I bet any money it's down now. Kind of like the whole, was it Pinterest? Was it the Pinterest account that after it came out and everybody realized that that was her Pinterest account, that it got taken, she took it down? I bet Eddie, like once things go public and then she's like, she figures out how to do things. I bet people can look into that now. You sleuths of you. I like to do those things. See if you can get something into that cart. Wallace Shotwell would like to see her calculate the tip the next time she goes to the restaurant. That's what her cell phone's for. I bet she can't even figure it out on the calculator of her cell phone. I bet she goes, "Hey Siri, what is the tip on a $295.32 bill?" Because I'm sure that's for the price of the bill when her and Cody go out to dinner. Oh, that's right. She said she did calculus. I remember that. There's no way she took calculus. No way. She can't even do basic algebra. Or, how do you even figure that out? She gave us money and she wants it back. But how would you figure that out? Because we put the money in the house. But she wants it back. But how do you figure out what we give her back? I'll tell you what. I understand you should be giving her a lot more. You should be giving her it with interest. And I understand interest. That would be very difficult for you to figure out, especially if we're going to compound it. Let's just say you give her back what she gave you. Not too difficult. I don't think she got a penny. I really don't. We'll find out because Robyn will tell the world. She will tell the world if she gave up any of that money. She didn't. She didn't. Ugh. All right. All right, what else we have here? All right, so sister wife's closet, throwing throwing her under the bus, her denying everything, her making herself a victim 99 times in this episode, her making stuff up, the campfire stuff, Cody talking about his arrogance, talking about how his wives need to be pretty much Christine pointing that out, and everyone just co-signing, including Robyn. The wives, he wants his wives to all look good. Well, we know, and Cody thinks he looks good, so he puts as much time into himself. We see the little clip. What episode was that, by the way? I tried to go to it because I wanted to put a clip in the video that I'm editing. I'm actually at that point right now. Tells you how far. I'm only 20 minutes into this video. I wanted to put a clip. I am 90+% sure Hunter made a snide remark, or Logan. Either Logan or Hunter made a snide remark about how much time she was taking putting her makeup on at that camping trip. I cannot find it. I even went to Grok, and Grok is the one site that can find clips for me on the AI site that can find clips. It'll tell me what episode and season when I look for things particular. I said, I asked Grok for all the camping scenes. All I could get were like individual ones when Cody went camping here or when they went camping there. Yeah, and then that camping that they did when they went up to see the kind of polygamous, up in Washington or something like that. But it wasn't that scene where they were outside camping. Does anyone know what season and what episode that was? Because I don't know, and Grok doesn't know. And I should rely on his AI knowledge. If he doesn't know, who knows? Let me know in the chat if anyone knows. Put it in capital letters and at me so I can, because there's so much going on here. I try to catch it because I really would love to put that. I'm almost positive one of those boys added something snarky about how long it was taking her to get ready in the morning, and they were upset by it. It was still up as of an hour ago. She's a doofus, right? That's great. Maybe she's doing it because she wants people to buy. Don't buy anything, anyone. Nobody buy anything. Don't buy it. Don't do it. You don't want it anyway, and it costs so much money. You know how many t-shirts? You can get 3 t-shirts from Janelle for the same price of one of those tiny little pieces of jewelry that you're going to be embarrassed to wear out in public anyway. Etsy, that's right. It wasn't a Pinterest. Etsy. It was the Etsy account. Thank you, Kathy. That she took down after everybody figured out what her Etsy account was. You can tell when Robyn lies. She will roll her eyes or look up. She never looks at the camera when she's laying. Yep, she does at home. Yeah, she doesn't look. And sometimes she'll give a whole answer, and she didn't look at the camera until the very end of it. It's like she remembers, all right, and this is my camera. Which is crazy because there's a person right there too. All she has to do is talk to the person, and it looks like she's looking in the camera. She has somebody to look at and talk. Sometimes it's difficult for me to remember to look because I'm literally, if I look at myself, I'm looking down. If I'm looking at the chat, I'm looking over here. And so everything I need to do, my eyes are down here for. So I'm looking up here to look at you, but that is just at the very top of the screen in the black bar with just a green dot. So it's hard to remember to look there because zero feedback from me. She has a literal person standing there asking her a question who she can look at and talk to, and she's still doing all of this. Remember, Wyoming starts with Y. That's right, Loomis. You got it. Porch Cats, what? Not only is it still open, but what? Yeah, that's smart, Sochitel. That's smart. Can't believe it. You can put it in there. That'd be funny. Everybody could put everything in the cart and she'll think she's going to get all these sales. Just make sure you don't hit. Oh. Don't hit send or don't put the credit card information in. Oh, yeah, there's so much. Right? Never trust Robyn with a credit card. Yes. It was Hunter who said it. It was Hunter. I know. Anyone know what episode that was? Do you remember? Do you remember where they went or any other details about that? It was early on. She looked, she was the, okay, well, that helps because it was Truly's birthday and it was a year after Truly was, no. That was the other trip. That was, take it back. Don't scratch. Forget I even said that. That was the other trip. Hunter was, it'll be such a good clip to insert there. Gosh, I hope I can find it. I just don't know where it is. I'm guessing it was after. Well, she said she was 6 months pregnant. I don't think she had any kids there, right? So would she have been 6 months pregnant with Saul? So that would have been before the other trip. Because the other trip Truly, oh wait, I don't know. Yeah, look for camping trips. I tried. I've been Googling. I've been trying to AI it. I cannot find that another camping trip. I know there was another one. I just can't find. So, okay. So chronologically, we have to figure out. See, that's the other part and that's going to be a whole separate video. A whole separate video if I figure out that she was not 6 months pregnant. I have a whole nother video coming out because that's what made me go there. Is I'm like, were you 6 months pregnant? Because she didn't look 6 months pregnant, but then I don't know. She's small. Some people don't show for a while. By the time I was 6 months pregnant, I looked 9 months pregnant. Really? Did she say what episode it was? Or did she just show it? Because I never say what episode when I put it in there. I just show it. So I bet she didn't. Let me flip over to our keep the lights on level people. Hello, all you keep the lights on level people. There you are. Oh, season 3, episode 7. Season 3, episode 7. Okay, wait. Let me take a look at that because I feel like, are we sure that's the one? That's not the one where they go up to the, let's see. I got to go to, let me go to Max because TLC doesn't have that anymore. Hollywood Demons. What kind of show is that? Oh, yeah, that is a different one. That because I'm in season 7. Oh wait, at least on this. Yeah, I was on it. I was on my laptop. No, I was on my laptop before. Okay, let me just go back and double check. Season 3, episode. Yes, that looks different. I didn't look at that one. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes. Okay. All right. After this, I'm going to take a look at it and go through it and figure it all out. Thank you so much, Farm Girl. Appreciate you. Whew, and then I can put the hunter clip in, and then I'm going to figure out if there's any lying going on about that 6-month pregnant thing, which, I mean, I put in when I recorded the video anyway. I'm like, who's on their hands and knees vomiting all night long when they're 6 months pregnant? Only people who then need to go to an ER afterwards because something's wrong. Wives. That's in my video too, Purple. You'll see. Just edited that right before I came on here. Absolutely. Her fake laugh. This is a good point. That's my shoe. At this point, I just feel like she's trolling us. She doubles down just like Cody. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at first I just kept thinking, like, do they not watch the show? Or are they just that dumb? But like, maybe they're just that smart. Like, it's almost at the point they're so stupid that, like, okay, they just can't be that stupid. They have to be so smart that they're acting and playing a role of being dumb to keep the show going because it makes for good content because it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Did she look pregnant? See, when she was putting the makeup on, she didn't look that pregnant. She looked pregnant? Okay. All right. Oh, look at everybody. Season 3. Look at all of you finding it. You're all so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's finding it here now. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you all. Appreciate you. Okay. Oh, that's right. I remember now. Palin Creations. Yes. She took so long they couldn't go. But yes, that's it. It's so good. All right. Yes, I found it, Tracy. Thank you. I wish I could yell through the screen. I'm there. I'm just behind. I'm behind. There's so much. There's so much here. I need to have a cohort in crime sit next to me and go through this with me. Oh, you're kidding. My Sister Wives Closet has a YouTube channel. Or do they have the jewelry on it? Is that what she's showing? Farm Girl. Farm Girl was having a seizure over there. I'm so sorry. It took me a minute. I'll get it. I promise I'm going to get it tonight. I'm going to be up late tonight doing stuff. I shouldn't because I have that 8:20 appointment in the morning, but it's online. Oh. Hunter and Robin never got along though, right? Right? Okay, what else did we not cover? Oh, the excuses she had for not seeing Meri. Again, the lies. Now, she never has anything good to say. I mean, and I'm loving the fact that TLC is having them dig up old stuff. I mean, this is better than, like, how else do you bring it up other than, like, in a tell-all? Oh, by the way, back in this season, how about this? So instead of that, Christine and Meri are just bringing up topics. And Janelle has done it too. Like when she walked into Christine's house, when she met David, and she goes, oh, like when some people don't like it when you just walk into their houses. That was, again, another one of those setups of, like, let's throw out what life was like with Robin and how nobody could walk into her house. Like all these situations, some of them have been aired and just she never had to address it, kind of like the situation with the makeup, because we saw it, but then nobody challenged it. And then some of them, like the fact that nobody could walk into Robyn's house and everyone had to knock and wait for somebody to come to the door and answer it, are new things that are being brought up, which is so great. I love it. And here's another one with Meri talking about the fact that, well, we know that Meri wasn't seeing the kids and wasn't seeing Robyn. I mean, we just saw that the whole time. But Robyn never had to address it. This is why we got rid of Puddle Monkey. Well, we still have Puddle Monkey, but we got rid of King Gibbons. He's gone. Because he wouldn't do any follow-ups with Robyn and Cody that were at all challenging or difficult. At all. But now whoever took over, it's probably just the other guy, right? Because there were 2 producers. I have to look up his name. I should give him some shout outs. So the fact that she said, Robyn's lame excuses, lame. We tried. It's not for lack of effort. For 7 years, she lived down the road. It was just like why she couldn't see the Christmas decorations for all those years. That was another good one. See, this season, we're digging up all kinds of stuff. It's so good. I love it. They're doing a good job this year. Just like the Christmas decorations for all those years. She didn't even realize that she never saw the Christmas decorations because she wasn't going over there. Meri's like, I just gave up. Well, there was COVID. Well, okay, there were multiple years before COVID. No excuse. This is the same thing. And then Meri manages to come back and throw in the dig at the end after she's like, well, we tried. And, well, after about a year, I don't know what that means, like about a year after COVID, maybe, Meri started to do some travel. What did she say? After the first year, I don't know what that means. After the first year, she was traveling some. Okay. She was traveling some. Even Robyn admits it's some. And Robyn is the ultimate exaggerator, right? Yeah. All right. So when Robyn says she's traveling some, that means barely she was traveling. Okay. So this is probably when her mama was still running the B&B. She didn't need to be there that much, but occasionally she would go up and check on it. That's my guess. And there's 365 days in a year. And she could not figure out for year after year after year after year how to get Meri to come over and visit or how to get the kids over there. And poor Meri, like my heart went out to her in this episode. She went through hell to follow the protocol. Cody made them do everything ridiculous. I mean, not all ridiculous. I mean, a lot of the stuff is stuff we all did at the very beginning because they told us to do at the very beginning. But then like within the first month and the second month, and then a lot of that stuff all started falling off once they realized, yeah, this doesn't really do anything. Oh, we started testing. This doesn't matter. Hard surfaces, nothing. It's the virus isn't staying alive on it. So eventually a lot of the stuff that a lot of us were doing, we tapered off on, but he doubled down on it, added instead of 6 feet, we're going to make it 8 feet. Like, I mean, Cody's rules were insane and escalated. There were like 28 of them or something like that. Meri did all of them. And she lived alone and she went nowhere. And she would, Robyn would not take, I'm trying to not keep saying she. I use she a lot because I have in my head who I'm trying, that's not right. Robyn would not bring her kids outside in the backyard to go play. It's so wrong. There's no excuse. Her excuse is she traveled some and we tried, but our schedules couldn't get together. And the best part is at the very end, after her whole excuses, Meri comes back and says, she didn't really bring them over before COVID. I like it. I like it. I like it when people are speaking truth. It's so good. All right. Yeah. Okay. There's so many comments. I know. I'm so far back when you're all realizing I actually saw the chat. Okay, let me scroll so I can start to catch up with you all. Because Meri already sat around for a year waiting. And then when she begins to travel, then Robyn says that's why they can't visit. Oh, yeah. Good point. She waits an entire year. And she does some traveling. She's like, oh, she's traveling now. Yeah, I just can't do it. I mean, she really did, Lynn. Robyn did do Meri a favor by not talking to her in the end. I will say I am sad. I don't know how much of this I addressed in the video, and I don't know if I addressed any of it at all, really. But at the end, she says, Meri says, part of me, well, the question is posed to her by Jen. Do you want to get back together? Do you want to have if she came to you and said, let's try to mend this, do you even want to do that? And Meri says, well, part of me wants to, because she was a good friend. Have we learned nothing? Why are we leading in with that, Meri? Why are we just got finished talking about how she was not a good friend. You just shared that with us. And then when she asked that question, that's what you led with. And then you go, or at least I thought she was. Right. Oh, this ping pong match is giving me a headache. But I don't know how Jen does it. I mean, Meri, make a decision and stick with it. I guess we have seen over the years, Meri cannot make a decision and stick with it. This is the same situation. This is going to drive me mad. It's kind of the same thing with Cody in terms of making a decision on, are you going to stay in the marriage or are you going to get out? I understand that her faith played a big part of that too, but even so, still, faith or no faith, make a decision and stick with it. Couldn't do it. Here, because she was a good friend, or at least I thought she was. But then I wonder, were we though? Because a friend would be there and would stick around. Yeah, she wasn't there at all. Not only stick around in the end and work through it. So it's like, what would be the purpose of working through it now? To what end? If she wasn't a good sister wife to you, and she wasn't a friend to you for the majority of the time that you were in that marriage with Cody, why? She's just some random girl now. She's kind of like an ex-wife or like an ex-ex or an ex-sister-in-law kind of situation. An ex-sister-in-law that you never got along with that well, or you got along with at one point, but then you haven't for a decade, really. You tried to, but she never really reached out. So now that you're separating and you're physically moving away, what would be the purpose to getting together other than making a connection with the kids who you said, according to this episode, you still love them? If you still love them, why are you not reaching out to the older kids and having them come over? That's what I want to know. Are they not allowed to come over? Or are you not reaching out? Or do you just love the younger ones? Did you not really connect with the older ones as much? I don't know. I have a lot of questions about that. I'm confused. I'm confused by it. Maybe she's not as close with the older ones because the older ones are closer in age to the older kids, and they didn't. Well, but the older kids, they're older. I don't think they would have been an influence. They were closer in age to Isabel and Gwendolyn, that's really who they hung out with. And Isabel loved Meri. And I think Gwendolyn did too. So I don't think they would have any problem with Meri. I don't know if Gwendolyn does anymore. I don't know. She talked about her a little bit on that thing, but I think she was just kind of reacting to things Peyton said. Amy, it's so hard to have 5 kids at home and do school. Mm-hmm. When a sister wife be what you need to have help? Yeah, right. Yeah, so hard. We've got a sister wife who's followed the entire protocol. That's such a great point. That's such a great point. I didn't even think about that when I was doing the video. Oh, could you use some help? Guess what? No, she didn't need any help. She had Cody and a nanny for the 2 little kids. The other ones were all teenagers and above. They're completely independent. I put that in the video too. I had a teenager during COVID. No clue what he was doing. He got great grades. He logged in. He did his work. There was a platform. There was a teacher who taught him. They gave the assignments. They do it all. She homeschooled them. She didn't homeschool them. They happened to be home when they were taking school. I didn't do one thing. I do not claim that I homeschooled my son. I have no clue what classes he was even taking. She was probably the one that logged everybody in. Would not be surprised. Maybe she did homeschool him. She's walking around helping everybody, even the older kids. Let me get you logged in here now. That's true. That's my shoe. Props to Jen for calling it out and giving Meri courage. I agree. DJ Tag, thank you for that super sticker. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Robyn's mad that Meri finally made her the bad guy, Michelle Cutler said. Yep. Finally. She thought she would skate through. She'd always have me, she worked really hard to have Meri on her side because she always needed somebody to have her back. And that's why she never wanted her to go. She never had Meri's best interests in heart, ever. She said she had Meri's back when no one did. She's the only one who didn't have Meri's back. I don't know how Janelle and Christine didn't have Meri's back. I'd like to know. I would have loved it if she would have given us some examples of them not having Meri's back. But she didn't. But we saw examples of how she did not have Meri's back. She made that woman stay there. She kept saying, Cody's saying things to me when you're not here. He's talking about you. I hear how he talks about you in his voice. He still wants you. You gotta stay. She just made that woman stay for years. You know that she was actively involved in getting her to even go to Flagstaff for 7 years ago. Cody was too, he played the whole, maybe we can rekindle something. And, Robyn was pushing that too. So he was lying to her straight to her face. And as soon as they got there and he changed his mind, then it was 7 years of Robyn just pushing this narrative of you got to stay. I need your money. I need somebody to have my back. But she never had her back. She never had her back when she wanted to go to college. Robyn made it all about herself. Whoa. What's the best thing for Meri? What would be having Meri's back? Yes, go. I'll figure this out. Somehow I'll make it work or not. If it goes defunct, fine. You go to college. That is what's best for you. That's what's best for the family. See, here's the thing. Robyn never does what's best for the family. Robyn just does what's best for Robyn. What's best for the family? Another degree. Another person working full-time at a job that has benefits and brings in a solid paycheck. That's what's best for the family. And Meri always shared everything. It all went to the pot. But no, Robyn's like, no. That's not what's best for Robyn. Robyn wanted her to work her business with her. Yep. There was another example just recently that came across my mind that I just thought of that too, that I thought, but Robyn, you're always saying you're doing what's best for the family. You don't do what's best for the family ever. Gosh, I can't think of what that example was, but it was such a blatant example of the other wives doing what was best for the family and Robyn doing what was best for Robyn. Well, there's a lot of examples of Janelle doing that, like giving the money to Robyn to buy the house. Janelle just giving up everything. Poor Janelle. She got the relationship with the Tenders. Yeah. Yeah, when they did come over, they didn't know. They're like, do you have the dog here? Do you like, I'm like, how long had it been since they were over there? She love bombed her in it, my bit. You're right. Classic narcissist behavior. Love bomb. Love bomb and then ignore. And then love bomb. And then give little trail bits, little crumbs. Like, yeah, well, maybe we can do it here. Maybe we can do it there. But yeah, she was so mean. She would not have Meri come over for anything. She took everything away from Meri. The little bit that Meri did. Meri stopped making pajamas for everybody too. They stopped getting together. They stopped getting together because nobody would go. Because Robyn wouldn't let everybody go to Meri's house. Neutral site. All the kids would have come. Meri thought that would be a good idea. How about we have Christmas Eve at my house? Get the whole family together. No. Do you think that's a good idea? No. I don't know. What do you think? After all that, no. I don't know. They're not getting along. Well, what do you think? They're not getting along. I don't think that's a good idea. And that was the end of Meri having Christmas at her house. Yep. Never again, because in the next year, she went over to Cody and Robyn's house. Cody and Robyn couldn't even get their kids in the car and go to Meri's house for Christmas Eve. Don't you think you'd want to? Like, that's the tradition that always happened. Christmas Eve was always at Meri's house. Don't you think you'd want to get out of that house? I mean, I would. Like, whew, thank goodness. Let's go somewhere else. I need a change of scenery. Let's go to Meri's. It's nice. It's huge. It's big. It's clean. She can cook. I wonder if Robyn eventually said, I'm going to start making Rice Krispie treats. She took the turkey away. Meri always made the turkey. She took that away. It would be great. That's going to come up at some point. I started making Rice Krispie treats. Before Meri left, actually. Now she's going to have to make Rice Krispie treats. Oh, Lakai is near Lehigh. Oh. I'm going to write that down. Maybe I'll look into Lakai. Can I afford it? They keep making it sound like it costs an arm and a leg. Maybe I can get a table out on the sidewalk. How much is a table on your back sidewalk by the Peacock? I'll take one of those. Oh, that was special. Okay. That'd be funny. We got it. All right. She probably had the tutor for the calculus. Yeah. I'd love to see Robyn helping them with their math. That would have been great. Look at Amy. Go, Amy. I actually homeschooled, and I had 6 kids and no nanny during COVID. I had my 3 youngest and 2 grandkids. There you go. And she did it. And I bet you took your kids to a playground once during COVID. Maybe once you went to a playground. You were able to figure out a time to get out to do something. Sure you did. Oh, that's why it didn't work out. Yeah, she was sleeping during there. She wasn't homeschooling them. She was sound asleep during the first half of the day. Yeah, especially when her older kids, because those high school times, they did start early. Yeah, because they were on a regular school schedule. You logged in with your teacher, and the teacher was teaching it, and then the kids were all in the classroom there. That's all I know. I saw it once from afar. My son didn't want to get too close because he didn't want me to he didn't want me to be in the video. God forbid your mother show up. Everybody was home with their parents, but Mom, get away. I should bring that up to him again. I bet he'd laugh now. Okay. Yep. 11-day honeymoon and second house for the family to pay for. There you go. Oh, Janelle's necklace looked tarnished when she put it. Well, probably is. I don't think she's wearing it, really. She said she liked it, but I don't know. It didn't look like she was using it. Well, that's a good point, Nicole. Best for the family equals best for Robyn and Cody. Oh, Melinda, thank you so much. That's kind of you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Last subject we need to touch on before going, because I know we're already out of time, is Cody's body. Let's end it with a laugh. My goodness. That was the gift that keeps on giving. That man did not back down. He did not back down and say, well, you know, it was a joke. Because that's what he often says. And that's a very classic narcissistic response too. You say something mean, hurtful, whatever. And you go, it was just a joke. Even in hindsight, he could have done it. But no. I mean, you know, he couldn't have really justified doing it either, because you can look back to early seasons. He's been saying this about himself. This is not new information, but he's been like really laying it on a lot lately about his 6-pack abs or rock hard abs. And he even had to correct himself. He's like, no, not rock hard abs, washboard. He doesn't have washboard abs either. Thanks for the clarification, Cody. Those aren't rock hard abs. They're washboard abs. No, not washboard abs. And then later on, he goes, you know, and about what people are saying about the rock hard, I mean the washboard abs. Because you know he said rock hard. You know, he's implying I didn't really say rock hard abs. He said 6-pack abs is what he said, at least one of the times. Go back and pull them all together, all the clips. He's been talking about his body and his abs for the longest time. But now he's throwing in buns of steel on top of it. Oh, hey. I love the TLC has the clip of Christine in there. That is great. Her going, he does not have rock hard abs. Thank you. Because nobody's really come out and addressed it. Janelle's just laughed. And I didn't mention this, but I did say it really bothers me that he keeps insisting that I moved the cat climber the other day, and she's sitting on the top just staring at me. It's 9:00. It really bothers me that he diminishes Janelle so much to say that, like, she only chose him for his body. It's just so funny to begin with. But the concept being that that's all he is to her, and that she has no depth, basically, is what he's saying. Janelle has no depth to her. She just wanted me for my body. Do you know how that's not true? I'll tell you how that's not true. We just saw last season on her birthday when he took her out that he thought he was jonesing on that date. He was all giddy. He was all excited. He thought it was going down. And she was like, I'm taking advantage of the fact that nobody's around for my birthday. My kids aren't around, and he offered, so I'm going to get a free dinner. That's it. Nothing's happening. The woman who he claims is just after his body wanted nothing to do with his body because of who he is. She also said the minute he was not good to her kids, she was gone. Had nothing to do with his body, right? Should have put that in the video. I didn't put that in the video. Yeah. He lifts one weight. He thinks he's a bodybuilder now. Yeah, I don't think he knows what a washboard is. Rock hard at washboard. Washboard, even more than rock hard. A washboard would be rock hard, and it would have a ripple thing. It's like he upped it really. Now that I think about it, unbelievable. Shanna Banana doesn't want nightmares. Sorry, we're landing on this as our final topic. I don't recall seeing Santa. No, I don't. Well, he walked in with them. I think he's actually, well, I don't know how old he is. He looks like he's getting taller, but he's so thin. I think that makes him look taller. But my understanding is I feel like I've heard from somewhere that Ari's very tall for her age. So I don't know what that is, them in relation to each other. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. He's very, very thin, that I know. Such a piece of meat. Yeah. The world wants him, right? Cody has washed out abs, not washboard abs. Yeah, you misspoke, Michelle. That's good. That's right. It's a keg, not a six-pack. Keg. Yeah, rock hard nothing. That's really the truth of it. I know. You know, and he can make all these claims. Of course, now the abs we can see, so we know that's a lie. The buns of steel, now he can throw that in. Nobody's going to touch. Nobody's going to know. So now he can throw that lie out there for forever. He has rock hard knees. It's true. Oh, the original burn foil pack. Yes. Oh, you can get plastic surgery to make them look like they're washboard. There you go. I'm sure that's on the docket in the future. Well, we'll see. We have to see how the money turns out. We have to see. Does anyone know when that court case is going to begin? Oh, how did you miss the buns of steel, Kathy? My goodness. Oh, I'll be covering it in depth on my review. Don't worry. His body is terrible. And you know what? I don't mind a dad bod. I don't want people to think I'm body shaming dad bods. Dad bods are fine. He doesn't know he has a dad bod. He thinks that's what this is all about. His absolute delusion that he believes that he's Hasselhoff on the beach of Baywatch. Not. the pecs, the abs, the ass, none of it looks good. The legs, no. None of it. The hair, the face, beer belly and road rage face. That's what it is, Miss Ohm. You're right. So that's what it's, I mean, and he just keeps putting it out there and doubling down. And now it's like tripling down or quadrupling down by saying, and he gets mad. I can't remember. I covered it in the video, though, at the terminology of how people are referring to it, which is proof that he's on social media. He's very much aware of what everyone's saying about him. The pecs are drooping. All I am to her is a piece of meat. It's so good. It's so good. So good. Yes, Lynn. Oh, really, DJ? To boost the paycheck. I mean, can they boost it without speaking? I guess. Usually. I mean, I suppose. Well, Nightingale, there's a good point. But Janelle did choose him for his body. She said that she was attracted to him at first, and then, she grew to love him. So she did have a physical attraction first prior to having the emotional connection. So she chose him she chose the faith is what she chose. And to the day she left, she really believed, well, kind of to the 6 months before she left, she really believed in that faith. So once she learned about the faith, she chose the faith, and she's like, I want to be a part of this faith. And then she realized, okay, slim pickings. So she thought, oh, okay, I'll choose him. He seems nice enough, and he's the best looking one around out of my options. So I'll go with him. He seems to be looking for another wife. Let's do this. But you know what I think it is, to be honest with you? I think Janelle, being as smart as she is, fed into his ego. I think she knows he needs to be told how great he is. All the wives say he flexes all the time in the mirror. He's always asking them, I'm getting bigger, aren't I? Don't I look good? Like he's constantly asking for validation, begging for feedback. So Janelle just gives it to him and tells him how great he is and how attractive he is. I think that's what's going on more than any of the other wives ever did or do. Therefore, he interprets this, because of her brilliance, as this woman just thinks I am all that. She is really into me, which might be why he had such a connection with her too, because he's like, I like to spend time with her because she thinks I'm all that. Just fed his ego, and he loves it when his ego is fed. So he enjoyed spending time with her. Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think. And then when she stopped that, he didn't like her that much anymore. And he kept getting confused by it all. Jeannie wrote, notice how Robyn held on to Ari at dinner. She's the one who is going to give them a run for their money because she is so precocious and outspoken. She's the one that's going to write the best book out of the whole family. Because she's been with Robyn and Cody the whole time. So she's been there through the whole breakup and everything, and she's seen it all. She can sing. She can sing. I mean, the older girls have really been there, and they're older, so they can really remember it all. They could write a better book, but they won't. She'll be the one that, she'll be the OnlyFans one. she'll be following in Mama's footsteps, knocked up before getting married. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm just saying. She looks like the one that could give them a run for their money and potentially be the one that says, how much will you give me to do a tell-all book? Yeah. Sharky, it is so good to see you here, but we're just getting ready to sign off now. So sorry. This was a lot of fun, though, everybody. You all were great. You were wonderful. And I have to apologize because of my busy days and everything that I don't have my clips together for my funny things. But I will give you a quote before I go. It's always good to have a quote. We will get a quote. Oh, I got to click that one because we did that one last time. All right, we'll just do a simple one here. Remember why I put this in here, but I must have had chaos going on in my life at the time. It's from Deepak Chopra. Did we do this one already? It's not cutting and pasting. We'll try that one more time. Oh, it moved on. Okay, well, we're just going to do another one then. Okay. Okay, we have a lot of pet owners. I came across this one the other day. This will be precious to all you pet owners here. I came across this the other day, and I had it. Somebody sent it to me after my last cat, Mr. Gimli, passed away about 4 or 5 years ago. And I don't know who it came from. I don't know who the quote is from. But I will put it in quotation marks too and then read it. And it's about pets in general because it says they. It would have been he for me. But it says, they may not have got to spend the rest of well, this is like typed funny. This should be you. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay. It's also good for rescues. You may not have got to spend the rest of your life with them, but they got to spend the rest of their life with you. And there's beauty in that. That's a good one. It's a good one to hang on to, too, to put in a card when somebody loses a pet. Also, because it's true. They don't get to spend their, I don't know what Chubb says. Cosette was here. She's gone now, too. They didn't get to spend the rest of their life. I didn't get to spend the rest of my life with them, but they got to spend the rest of their life with me, which is really what matters, right? The rest of their life, even though it was short. Poor Mr. Gimli was only 8 when he passed, but his whole life was a good one in this house. So bless him. All right. All right. I love you all. Good night. Sister friends. I will see you next Tuesday. Bye, y'all.
I remember when Sonny and Cher got divorced when I was 6, and it rattled me.
I had a lover in college, and it was a little tryst. I was a naughty boy.
Things that make you go,